Hey guys, welcome to the channel. We are going to do something on the channel today that we have never done before. I guess you would call it a cooking video, kind of. It's not really cooking. I'm just going to make some salsa. I don't know, like 11 years ago, I developed a love for the Mexican restaurant salsa. And, you know, you just can't buy that in a jar at the grocery store. And I couldn't find any that I liked as well. So I looked up the recipe on the internet and found a simple recipe for it, and I've been making it ever since. I make this for special occasions, you know, meals at church, people's birthday parties, just for the heck of it. I make it a lot. Everybody loves it. They say it's the best salsa they have ever had, and so I do make a bunch of it. It's real simple. I will put the recipe down in the description, so you can make it on your own. Your friends will be impressed. They will love you for it, trust me. It's real simple though. I start out with a can of whole tomatoes. I use just Kroger whole tomatoes. I don't use the diced tomatoes, and I don't use the crushed tomatoes because then it just makes it too soupy. Always rinse your can lids before you use the can opener, because if that can lid falls down inside there, you never know how many people have gone through and touched this can in the grocery store, so you don't want that in your food. I've already used the can opener in this one. First thing I do, I drain the juice. Just like so. We're going to set the tomatoes aside for a second. Some sliced jalapenos, just the Kroger brand or whatever, you know, whatever your store brand is. I usually just grab a spoonful of them, put in there. I think the original recipe called for 5 or 6, but you know, and it depends. Oh yes, also pour some of the juice in. Yes. It depends on how hot the jalapenos are. Sometimes you get a jar that's super hot, and sometimes you get a jar that's pretty mild. Let's see, next, cilantro. Fresh cilantro is best. And I do have fresh cilantro for this. Also, wash your cilantro before you put it in, because you never know what hands have been on this in the grocery store. Okay, that's that. Okay, next, you can also get dried cilantro. It'll work in a pinch. If that's all you got, it's not quite as good as fresh cilantro. But the thing with fresh cilantro is you buy a big bundle of it, and you only use this little bit right here, and the rest of it gets thrown away. But it's cheap. I mean, a bundle is like 98 cents. So, but I do keep some of these just in case. All right. I use the dried onions. You can buy fresh onions if you want. I've made it with fresh onions. And I like the dried onions better. They absorb the tomato sauce, and they just taste better to me. So I usually use about a teaspoon of those. And garlic. You know what? It's about a 4th tablespoon of garlic, but I'm just going to do that. The original recipe calls for 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Now, I don't add any salt to mine. You can if you want, because canned tomatoes already have 120 milligrams per serving of sodium, 7 servings, so quite a bit of salt in there already. I've also made this with the salt substitute, the potassium chloride, which actually is really good. You know, some stuff that's good in, some stuff it's not, but in the salsa, it's really good. Okay, so we got our jalapenos, onions, garlic, juice. Yeah, we got everything. Okay, so on our mix with the tomato juice, the jalapenos, the onions, and the garlic, and the jalapeno juice, we're going to want to blend this really good. The on button there. We got that done. I'm going to take our whole tomatoes. We're just going to dump those in. Actually, I think I'll just spoon those in. Because sometimes they tend to splash. It makes a mess. Today is 2 weeks since knee replacement surgery, so I am home. Trying not to be on my feet too long, but trying to get up, at least do some stuff. I can get up for a while and do something, and then I have to sit back down for a bit. Okay, we got that done. Put your lid back on. Okay, this part is very important. You don't want to grind these tomatoes up into a puree. You just want to hit the pulse button. And that's about it. And voila! It is done. Let's see if I can pour this out without spilling it. Oh yeah. I'm going to put this in the fridge for a bit, give the onions a chance to do their thing. I'm told, you know, actually after it sits a couple of days, it really soaks up the flavors and gets better. So I'm going to put this in the fridge, and we're going to come back in just a little bit and test it out. And there it is, authentic Mexican restaurant salsa. I promise you, if you make this, your friends will love you. Let's try it out. Think about the salt. The chips are also salted most times. Yeah. Yeah. That's very good. Even I could use a tad more cilantro, but as far as the salt goes, I don't think it needs any more salt. If you like saltier stuff, you can always add salt after the fact. Wow, that's good. A little spicy. And the longer it sits, the spicier it seems to get, because the jalapeños and stuff, you know, make their way through the sauce. But yeah, so if you make this for your next gathering, your friends will love you for it. Your family will love you for it. Good stuff. Appreciate you watching. If you're new, be sure to hit subscribe. If you'll leave me a like also, and a comment, and shoot, share the video for me. That'd be great. Appreciate y'all watching, and we will see you next time. Thank you.